Picture this. You're sitting across from a wise, warm-hearted friend who's spilling the beans on some incredible health wisdom that's transformed his life, and now he's sharing it with you. Meet Jacob, a sprightly 89-year-old who's absolutely loving life, and he credits it all to his focus on stem cell regenerating foods that keep him feeling youthful and full of energy. His story isn't about chasing some far-off fountain of youth. It's about the simple, delicious choices he makes every day across 7 key categories that you can easily bring into your own kitchen. In this video, Jacob's inviting you along on his journey, sharing practical tips and tasty recipes that have him thriving, and he's excited for you to feel the same. So, settle in, because you're about to discover how these foods can brighten your days too. Jacob's first passion is leafy greens, and when he talks about them, you can hear the affection in his voice. Vibrant spinach, hardy kale, and tender collards are what he calls the bedrock of his good health, a foundation he's built his days around. He loves to share a favorite memory of his aunt, a spirited woman with a contagious laugh who'd heap greens onto the table at every family gathering, her hands moving with purpose as she piled plates high, insisting they'd keep everyone's spirits soaring and their bodies strong. For Jacob, these nutrient-rich leaves are like a daily gift to himself, packed with goodness that helps his body repair itself, recharge its energy, and keep his vision keen and his walk brisk, even at 89. Imagine him standing at the stove, tossing a handful of kale into a sizzling pan with a generous splash of olive oil and a pinch of salt, the leaves crisping up as the earthy, green aroma wafts through the kitchen, a scent that promises vitality in every bite. Want to bring a bit of Jacob's magic into your own life? Grab some fresh spinach, saute it with a couple of minced garlic cloves and a bright squeeze of lemon. It's a side dish that's quick to whip up, bursting with flavor, and leaves you feeling nourished and ready for anything. Next up are berries, and Jacob's eyes light up when he mentions these little bursts of sweetness. Blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries are treasures he simply can't resist, each one a tiny explosion of joy on his tongue. He'll grin wide as he takes you back to summer days spent picking berries with his cousins, their laughter ringing through the fields as they raced to fill their buckets, though they'd end up eating more than they gathered, the sticky, tart juice dripping down their chins and staining their shirts with memories. Now, Jacob knows these antioxidant-packed gems are doing wonders for him, keeping his cells resilient, his memory as sharp as ever, and his skin glowing with a youthful flush, and he loves the ritual of scattering a handful over his morning cereal, their vivid hues of blue, red, and purple popping against the golden flakes like nature's confetti. So, what's your favorite berry? Do you lean toward the sweet pop of blueberries or the delicate tang of raspberries? Try this at home. Mix a cup of your favorite berries with a splash of creamy coconut milk and a sprinkle of chia seeds for a snack that's refreshing, satisfying, and feels like a little luxury you can enjoy any time of day. Nuts and seeds are Jacob's crunchy companions, and he's got a soft spot for almonds, pumpkin seeds, and sunflower seeds, always keeping a jar within reach. He'll take you back to lazy afternoons on his old neighbor's porch, the two of them cracking walnuts with a satisfying snap, swapping stories and handfuls of nuts as the neighbor swore they'd keep the heart ticking strong, advice Jacob's carried with him ever since. These small but mighty bites are loaded with healthy fats and proteins that fuel cell growth, and Jacob loves how they tide him over between meals, keeping his energy steady and his hunger at bay with the rich, toasty flavor. Here's a little trick he swears by. Toss a handful of almonds into a pan, sprinkle them with a dash of cinnamon, and toast them until they're warm and fragrant. Pop one in your mouth, and the nutty, spiced scent alone will draw you in for more. What's your go-to nut or seed to stash in your bag or desk? Something to keep you going when the day gets long. Seafood is where Jacob really dives in, and he treasures salmon, trout, and sardines. Their rich, briny flavors a delicious link to his coastal childhood by the water's edge. He'll spin a vivid tale of fishing trips with his brother, the two of them out on a rickety boat with the sea breeze whipping through their hair, reeling in their catch as the sun dipped low, the promise of a fresh meal making every tug on the line worth it. And now, those omega-3s keep his joints moving smoothly and his spirits high. You can almost taste the flaky, succulent goodness as he describes grilling a trout with a light sprinkle of fresh herbs and a drizzle of melted butter, the fish crisping up to a golden perfection that flakes apart with every tender bite. Ready to bring some of that seaside nourishment to your table? Take a salmon fillet, brush it with a mix of honey and mustard for a sweet savory kick, then bake it at 400F for about 15 minutes. It's an easy dish that's packed with flavor and gives your body a boost you'll feel from head to toe. Fermented foods bring a zesty, lively kick to Jacob's routine, and he's all about kefir, miso, and homemade pickles, which he says keep his gut happy and humming along. He chuckles as he recalls his first sip of kefir at a friend's house, the unexpected tangy fizz bubbling on his tongue and catching him by surprise. But now he's hooked on these probiotic-packed delights, crediting them for his steady energy and a toughness that shrugs off colds. Picture him in his cozy kitchen, stirring a spoonful of miso into a steaming bowl of broth, the deep, savory steam curling up as he takes a slow sip. It's comfort in a cup that warms him from the inside out. Want to dip your toe into this tangy world? Mix a cup of kefir with a handful of mashed berries and a drizzle of maple syrup. It's a creamy, zippy drink that's like a wake-up call for your system, perfect for breakfast or a midday pick-me-up. Have you ever tried your hand at fermenting something yourself? Maybe a jar of pickles or a batch of yogurt. Legumes are Jacob's hearty staples, and he'll wax poetic about black-eyed peas, kidney beans, and split peas, which bring warmth and substance to his meals like old friends dropping by. He'll take you back to winter evenings when his mom's bean stew would simmer on the stove, the house enveloped in its smoky, savory embrace, the kind of aroma that drew everyone to the kitchen with bowls in hand, a tradition he's kept alive because it feels like home. These protein-rich powerhouses keep his muscles sturdy and his cells buzzing with life, and Jacob loves how they transform humble ingredients into dishes that satisfy both body and soul. Here's one to try. Simmer a cup of kidney beans with a diced onion, a bay leaf, and a pinch of smoky paprika for about 40 minutes. Then spoon it over a bed of rice. It's a hearty meal that sticks with you, filling your belly with comfort and goodness. What's your favorite way to cozy up with beans? Maybe a chili or a soup that warms you through. And then there's dark chocolate, Jacob's little indulgence that he insists is far more than a guilty pleasure. It's a daily ritual he cherishes. He'll tell you about sneaking a piece during card games with his buddies. The bittersweet melt a quiet moment of bliss amid their friendly banter. And now he knows those flavonoids are working wonders for his heart and mind, keeping him spry and sharp. Picture him in his favorite chair, breaking off a square of dark chocolate to pair with his evening tea, the deep, velvety cocoa richness lingering on his tongue. It's his secret weapon for staying light on his feet. Want to treat yourself like Jacob does? Melt some dark chocolate 70% cocoa or higher. Dip a few fresh orange slices in it, and let them set on a plate. The bright citrus zing paired with the chocolate's depth is a match made in heaven, a little burst of joy you'll savor. How do you like to sneak a chocolate moment into your day, straight up or paired with something special? Jacob's journey with these foods isn't just about eating, it's about living fully, and he's eager for you to join him on this path. Each category is a piece of wisdom he's picked up over decades, not from books, but from life, and he's handing it to you like a cherished recipe card. So, what catches your eye here? Maybe it's the berries or the chocolate. Why not pick one and try it out this week? If you're feeling inspired, drop a comment below and let us know what you're thinking. Jacob would love to hear it. Let's get cooking with some of Jacob's favorites, because he believes this wisdom shines brightest when you taste it. Imagine a lazy afternoon where you whip up his quick salad, toss a handful of spinach, some walnuts, and a scatter of blueberries with a drizzle of olive oil and balsamic, crisp, nutty, and sweet all at once. Or picture a cozy night with his bean soup. Simmer split peas with a chopped carrot, a stalk of celery, and a sprinkle of thyme for an hour. It's a steaming bowl of comfort that nourishes you inside out. These aren't just recipes, they're invitations to feel good. Which one are you itching to make first? What Jacob's sharing here is more than a list. It's a way to feel alive, and he's living proof it works. He's not asking you to overhaul everything. Just start small, maybe with a handful of seeds or a bite of salmon, and watch how it adds up. How do you think a little of this could fit into your day? We'd love to hear your ideas. Share them in the comments, because your story matters too. This is about building something together, step by tasty step. You're not alone on this. Jacob's walking with you, and so are we, in a community that's all about thriving. Every nibble, every dish, ties us closer. And if this video's lighting a spark, hit that like button, share it with someone you love, and subscribe to keep the wisdom flowing. Think about it. Where could you be in a few weeks, just by starting now? Jacob's rooting for you, and we are too. Let's make it happen. Here's the beauty of it. You've got 7 categories of goodness and some easy recipes to kick things off, all wrapped in Jacob's warm, lived-in wisdom. It's not about perfection. It's about enjoying the ride, one flavorful choice at a time. So, take a second today, maybe right now, to pick something you'll try, like a kefir sip or a chocolate-dipped fruit, and feel that energy shift. We're in this together, so let's keep it going. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video to grow our little tribe. Here's to living your best, feeling your strongest, and loving every moment. Jacob's cheering you on, and your next move is waiting.